Science Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants. In our previous session, we learnt about plant nutrition, process of photosynthesis, that is food making process in plants. Green plants make their own food, so they are called autotrophs. We also discussed about substances used in this process. Water, carbon dioxide, and minerals are used in the process of photosynthesis. We discussed about essential requirements. Chlorophyll and sunlight are essential requirement for photosynthesis. And at the end of this process, we get carbohydrates and oxygen as products, whereas oxygen is utilized by living organisms for their survival. Today we will discuss about other mode of nutrition in plants. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Most of the plants have green pigment called chlorophyll and can make their own food. Some plants do not have chlorophyll and cannot synthesize their own food and are known as heterotrophic plants. Autotrophic plants can make their own food, and heterotrophic plants depend on other living organisms for their food. Now, let us discuss about insectivorous plants. Insectivorous mode of nutrition. The insectivorous mode of nutrition is observed in plants like pitcher plant and the Venus flytrap. These type of plants purely depend on other insects and small animals for their nutrition. Pitcher plants trap small insect inside the pitcher, and insects are digested by the digestive juices secreted in the pitcher. Here you can see the diagram of pitcher plant, image of pitcher plant, in which leaf is modified into pitcher. The insect is trapped inside and digested. Now let us discuss about saprotrophs. Mode of nutrition in which organisms or plants that obtain their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matter is called saprophytic mode of nutrition. Now what is saprotroph? The plants which exhibit saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called as saprotrophs. Saprotrophs secrete digestive juices onto dead and decaying matter to dissolve in it and then absorb nutrients from it. Examples of saprotrophs are molds, mushrooms, yeast, and some bacteria. In this way, saprotrophs depend on dead and decaying matter. They get nutrition from dead and decaying matter. And the last mode of nutrition is symbiotic. Let us discuss about symbiotic plants and symbiotic mode of nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, there is a close association between two different plants of different categories. In such type of association, both the plants get benefited. Here, both the plants depend on each other for their nutrition. For example, certain fungi live in the roots of the trees. In this case, trees provide nutrients to fungi and in return receives help from it to take up water and nutrients from the soil. These types of relationship can be defined as symbiotic relationship. At last, let's discuss about how nutrients are replenished in the soil. We all know that plants continuously take nutrients from the soil in order to synthesize food. As a result of this, amount of nutrients in the soil decreases. Nutrients in the soil are replenished by adding fertilizers and manures. You may have seen farmers adding fertilizers and manures in their farm. Fertilizers and manures contain plant nutrients and minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Another way to replenish soil is to grow leguminous crops. For examples, gram, peas, pulses. The bacterium called Rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a soluble form. As we know, nitrogen is available in the air, but plants cannot take nitrogen directly from the air. Rhizobium, as we know, nitrogen is available in the atmosphere in a large quantity, but plants are unable to take their nitrogen directly. The bacterium called Rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a soluble form so that plant can take nitrogen. But Rhizobium cannot make its own food, so it lives in the roots of gram, peas, mung, beans and other leguminous and provides them with nitrogen. In return, plants provide food and shelter to the bacteria. Thus, plants and bacteria have a symbiotic relationship here. Before ending our discussion, let's have a quick recall about what we discussed. Today we discuss about other modes of nutrition, which are parasitic mode of nutrition, saprophytic mode of nutrition, insectivorous mode of nutrition, and symbiotic modes of nutrition. We also discussed about how nutrients are replenished in the soil. Thank you.